And the way he tells this war story...
See, even Charlie doing it. He said war story. Yo, I shouldn't be laughing at this. This man lost a soldier in the field. A rooster, man. Florida isn't real. I think I'm going to start getting my news from Charlie. Side note, I've lived in Florida a couple times. Certain parts of Florida, was a military kid, moving back and forth, and Florida was one of those places we kept going to. Am I a fan of it? It has some good spots. But nonetheless, Florida is Florida. And we saw what Bugs Bunny did with Florida.
South America, take it away!
I've lived in Florida my whole life.
I did not know he was from Florida. Florida isn't real. Okay.
I've seen things that you'd only read about in fairy tales. I could tell you stories that you would swear were false. I knew a guy in college who used to ask to lick people's shoes on the streets, the bottom of their shoes on the street, for his own sexual gratification, I imagine. I don't know if it was sexual, it's my theory, but he used to love licking shoes, and he became known as the Ybor shoe licker. Ybor being the area that he resides in. Point is, I'm getting lost in the lore of the Florida comic book superhero.
All right. There's been some weird things happening in Florida. That's what he's saying. You know, the Florida man. You know, Atlanta and the alligators and...
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, it's a thing.
These eyes have laid upon things that could traumatize even the most grizzled of Navy SEALs. And yet still I'm surprised by some of the things that happen in Florida. Today I watched a news story that I can't make heads or tails of. I don't know who's in the right and who's in the wrong here.
Ooh, got one of those.
I just wanted to share it with all of you because it's starting to convince me that Florida's not even a real place.
Okay.
It's just like a giant sketch comedy section. Like a quarantine zone of bad sketches gone wrong.
Well, I went to jail.
Huh?
Well, I went to jail.
You went to jail.
They come arrested me last Thursday. They were here.
I losing the animals, but I was not.
Man faces felony charge over dead rooster. Duval County. God damn. Duval. Oh. All right, here we go. What's going on? Man faces felony charges. Okay. He's going to jail for a dead rooster. Okay, let's see the Florida laws and how things work.
They come arrested me last Thursday. They were here.
I losing the animals, but I was not expecting them to lose them to my neighbor. That was like my friend.
So those are the main characters
okay,
here, and I'll give you a quick backstory. So they're neighbors, and one of them killed the other's rooster. Now, the guy's claiming it was done in self-defense because the rooster was extremely aggressive, and he's facing potentially up to like 5 years in jail for animal cruelty.
Oh.
See, he already spent like 30 hours in jail for this. The other guy's claiming he did it just maliciously to kill the rooster.
So, okay, self-defense over a rooster. I don't know how aggressive roosters can get, so I can't speak on that. I don't really know the dangers of what a rooster can do, so I'm just going to listen.
The other guy's claiming he did it just maliciously to kill the rooster. And we're about to get a lot of exposition here, so get ready.
Okay.
I didn't know to give it a 21 gun salute. CPR, mouth to mouth, you know, or call the chicken ambulance.
Big Roo was Jason Day Felice's pet rooster. That is until James Nix hit it with a stick.
Oh, you hit it with a stick? Wait, you must have like really went in on that rooster to hit it with a stick. You mean, he said, you know, rather than go to chick. See, don't downplay this man's pet now. That's the man's pet. It's family to him. Don't do that. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to be serious. Stop. This is people's livelihood here we fucking with. All right. Look, I don't know how you can kill a chicken. For real. Seriously. Stop it. Stop. The man beat the... Okay, keep going. Let's fuck it. Yo, I shouldn't be laughing at this. This man lost a soldier in the field. A rooster, man.
Or call the chicken ambulance.
Big Roo was Jason Day Felice's pet rooster. That is until James Nix hit it with a stick.
Now, like a game of Clue, we have the murder weapon and the location of the murder. But We don't know the circumstances as to why. We know James is responsible for the execution of Big Roo, but we don't know the motive. We also know James sounds like Larry the Cable Guy, but that might not be good evidence for us. We get James's side of the story here, and the way he tells this war story.
See, even Charlie doing it. He said war story. Yo, I shouldn't be laughing at this. This man lost a soldier in the field. A rooster, man.
The way he tells this war story makes it sound like Big Roo was the raid boss of this trailer park. He makes it sound like, you know, Big Roo was coming around the block to shake James down for his lunch money, and James panicked and in self-defense hit it with a stick, which unfortunately killed the rooster. He didn't mean to kill it, he just wanted to get it away from him, but it unfortunately led to the demise of Big Roo. He then says that he didn't do CPR or mouth-to-mouth or call the chicken ambulance, saying that he didn't know what to do, kind of panicking about it, which I don't think is going to help James's case here since he just left the body in a ditch. He could have absolutely called the chicken ambulance. I mean, we all know that hotline number, you know, like the Ghostbusters, who are you going to call? Chicken ambulance. But he didn't do even that, so he hit it with a stick and then left it. Which is sad, and I do know from personal experience, roosters can be some real aggressive sons of bitches.
See, I didn't know.
That's for fucking sure. I remember being a little kid and like a school field trip took us to a petting zoo. Bro, those roosters will come at you with a head of steam sometime, looking to take your fucking heart out.
I didn't know.
So I have no doubt that there probably was an element of self-defense here, but I don't blame the rooster or anything. I blame the owner. He was being kept as a pet, and the owner clearly does nothing to like monitor it or keep it on a leash.
I know what you're saying. I know. When you're away, if you know your rooster wild like that, keep him up.
Supposed to keep roosters on a leash and walk them or something that I'm not familiar with. But like at least keep them from like just wandering in neighbors' yards and you know, being let loose. The owner just didn't do anything to protect his pet and just let it wander the entire neighborhood, which gets brought up here in a minute.
So I'm defending myself. You know, I was feared for my safety, and the chicken, you know, died.
Wait, what? That don't... Okay.
People.
I have chicken, you know, died.
Nick says the rooster attacked people.
I have not heard that, because I know the neighbor here. I know him.
That's the typical owner of a pet. My pet will never do such crazy mess like that. No, not my rooster. My rooster is a sweet old boy. He takes care of people in the neighborhood. He brings them dinner. I believe that rooster was dangerous, okay? I'm starting to believe that this guy was really fearing for his life and he had to kill a goddamn rooster.
I know him. Like, we're friends.
So,
he never said anything to me about it.
Y'all friends? Never mind. Y'all friends?
I know him. Like, we're friends. He never said anything to me about it.
I did tell him after the chicken hit my dad, I said, hey man, the chicken attacked my dad. What's it do? It's just a chicken. What's it?
That sounds about right.
Pulls out the receipts here. He's got the photos to prove it. Man was using that Dell laptop to print these bad boys out specifically for the interview, showing that the chicken does have a history of attacking. And truthfully, I just don't know who to believe here.
I'm believing Jason.
It's very possible
Not
James
Jason.
could have just
James.
printed off.
Hold on. Jason is the guy who owns the rooster, and James is the guy who killed the rooster. So I think James was either defending himself or got sick and tired of the goddamn rooster always coming around, and he did what he did to the rooster. Either way, the rooster is cooked.
I'd like to see the stick that struck down Big Roo, because that's got to be the biggest stick in all of Florida. Like a goddamn mahogany tree trunk, or like a caveman's club. To take out Big Roo in a single strike, that thing must have been the weight of Thor's hammer.
I don't believe that.
The neighbors even disagree on how others saw Big Roo.
The kids that used to live over there, they were throwing rocks and sticks at this chicken to keep it away.
I know the kids down here, they played with the rooster a little bit, like would throw rocks at it and chase it.
So
interesting. Those kids over there was trying to throw rocks and sticks at it to get it away from him. And the other guy who owns the rooster, no, he was just playing with. They were just playing with the chicken. They were throwing sticks and rocks at it. Your rooster might be a menace to society in this neighborhood, you know?
Jason, that's not playing with the rooster. That's being afraid of it and trying to get it the fuck away from them. Who plays by throwing rocks at each other? Hey, Bill, come on over here. Let's play this fun game of being stoned to death. It's great. Like, again, it's hard to know who's in the right and who's in the wrong here, but I am leaning more on the side of James did this as an accident in self-defense. Jason's attitude is pretty douchey, and he does not understand what playing is. Oh yeah, that James is a real jerk. He's a no-good liar. Everyone in the neighborhood loved Big Roo. The kids would throw rocks at him, run away screaming and crying. It was so much fun, and I know they're going to be really upset to learn the news here. Also, I think Jason does bear a big fault because he's the pet owner. And he did nothing to, monitor the pet, just leaving it completely open to roam the area, clearly. Even he's not defending that. He's talking about how, like, the neighborhood kids would throw rocks. So, clearly there's a history of Jason just letting the rooster wander around completely unsupervised, which is very irresponsible.
One day when Nick says the rooster followed him and attacked him.
Are they showing the scene where it happened? Is that what happening right now? In that spot is where things happen?
His neck flares up, and he's doing his thing, and he's trying to jump up at me.
He was trying to get the animal away.
This makes total sense to me because if there was a big rooster coming at me and it started busting out the Squidward dance, I'd probably panic too and try and flee or, flight
Can
or
you
fight
outrun a
response would kick
rooster?
in. It'd be a real mess. Again, the way James tells this story just seems a lot more genuine than the way Jason tells it, but it's just so hard to know for sure. But I also think it would have made a lot of sense if James truly did this in self-defense, to go to Jason and be like, look, man, we all loved Big Roo, and unfortunately something tragic just happened, and then explained it to him.
Yeah.
I feel like it wouldn't have got this far, but it seems like he just left the rooster's corpse outside, just like rotting outside.
Yeah.
So, which means that Jason now doesn't trust James' story because James made no attempt to like communicate what actually happened to Jason, I guess. This is just, there's so many fucking plot lines going on here. I feel like I'm trying to dissect Evangelion. It's just so many moving parts.
And I try to hit it, but the chicken's jumping up at me, and I accidentally knocked it in the head.
You try to hit it, but when the chicken jumped at you, you swing the stick, hit it in the head, it fell over, and then it died.
Try to hit it, but the chicken's jumping up at me, and I accidentally knocked it in the head.
How you accidentally knock? You was trying to hit it. So when you was trying to hit it in the stomach? Yo, I tried to hit it, and I accidentally hit it in the head. You was trying to hit it, so you didn't care where the hell you hit that rooster. You was just trying to get that rooster away from you. Oh my God. I just never know I would get so deeply involved in rooster.
Call it a lucky shot, whatever.
But when Dave Felice came home, all he saw was his rooster dead in a ditch.
You see what I mean? Leaving the body out there was just a bad move from James.
He could at least put a note on him. Said, my bad. Something. Leave him in the ditch is kind of fucked up.
Leaving the body out there was just a bad move from James because it immediately makes Jason question what the fuck happened and why. It makes it seem like James just killed his rooster in cold blood and left it outside like a trophy or a warning to other roosters, like Vlad the Impaler, putting the goddamn Big Roo on a pike. It's just there could have been a much more efficient way of handling this, just like more communication. Like, Jason, you stupid imbecile. You again left Big Roo unsupervised and it tried to attack me, and I accidentally hit it in the head, and unfortunately it went right to Valhalla. They could have talked it out. They both shoulder a lot of blame here, but I really do think Jason's intentions were self-defense.
Yeah, me too.
Roosters, again, from what I understand, can be very aggressive. Jason openly states, yes, this rooster just wandered around this entire area. Neighborhood kids threw rocks. The other neighbors over here, knew the rooster. So clearly there's just a lot of problems in general with what happened here. And it's a sad story, but one that I find so fascinating.
I said I'm calling JSO. I called JSO. JSO didn't do nothing. Then a couple days later, I realized I could call animal control.
And in late June, James Nix went to jail for animal cruelty.
Next thing you know, he calls the chicken police on me.
That's the last organization you want to visit from. The chicken police are no-nonsense, ruthless, strictly business, merciless, and they will fuck you up. God have mercy on the soul of someone who gets a visit from the chicken police.
While the neighbors continue the fight, Nick says he never should have been arrested.
Chickens are dying every day, people, at churches, Popeyes, and Kentucky Fried
You know damn well that's more than just a fucking chicken. Did he really just? He took it there, huh? This man took it. They dying every day. Popeyes, KFC, churches, Bojangles. That make you look like you really went and killed that fucking rooster because you were just mad. You were just pissed off that rooster was on your yard and you had enough. You left the rooster in the ditch. You're not even remorseful. Well, I think you're probably upset because you got put in jail. I get that part. I understand, but goddamn, man.
Chickens are dying every day, people, at churches, Popeyes, and Kentucky Fried Chicken. Really?
He's not wrong, but it's not a great comparison either, because it's not like those chickens are being hit with a stick in the back of the restaurant. They were factory farmed. This was a guy's pet. Again, I think both people are at fault here, but I just don't know who's more in the wrong. I don't know if it's necessarily animal cruelty if it was done in self-defense. Like a rooster, I mean, they could hurt you, right? Like, it's not like they're completely unable to do damage to human beings. People get attacked by chickens and it causes damage. Usually not life-threatening or anything, but you still don't want to just be attacked by a random animal just on your way home. Again, Jason shouldn't just let his roosters wander around and, rampage this whole neighborhood. And James should have done more to tell Jason what happened. That it was an accident. That big Roo attacked him. Maybe it wasn't an accident. So, again, just a wild story.
Very wild.
Florida is just so full of wackiness. I couldn't help but just bring this one up. That's about it. See ya.
Rooster attacks grandma. Oh, okay. Grandma could defend off a rooster, so I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it could be one person got tired of a rooster running the neighborhood. He had to do what he had to do. Maybe he's not apologetic just because he just got out of jail. All right. I would think that whole throwing your apologies out the window once you got my ass arrested when you didn't believe I didn't kill your damn rooster on purpose. That's understandable. But at the same time, this man threw in chickens die every day. Maybe the rooster had it coming. I don't know. At the end of the day, the man went to jail and could serve up to 5 years in jail for animal cruelty of a rooster. I don't think he went out and purposely murdered the rooster. At the same time, I think he was just damn tired of the rooster. And he got lucky, like he said. He hit it with the stick. Somehow it hit the head of the rooster. He wasn't trying to hit it, but he hit it in the head. I don't know. I'm not a detective, so I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know. I'm just a bystander watching. And yeah, there we go. Rooster, Florida, James, and...
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Jason. Two men that have to figure it out. Well, there we go, Blaze Squad. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you blaze up the like button. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, go ahead and comment Rooster. And I will see you guys in the next one.